Hi, friends. Today I want to address the question of what is term life insurance. And I'm sure at some point or another you've asked the same question: what is term life? Friends, term life insurance guarantees payment of a death benefit if the covered person, the insured, dies between a specific time or a specific window of time. That specific window of time is oftentimes referred to as term. You guessed it. Thus, we have term life insurance. Once the term near expiration date, you'll get a notification from your insurance agent that we have a couple options for you to choose from. You can, number one, convert that term life policy into another term life. Just be mindful that it's going to be a little bit more costly because your age is going to be different. Two, you can convert that particular term life policy into a permanent coverage or a permanent life insurance policy. Again, it's going to be somewhat more costly because the dynamics have changed, but that's another option. And lastly, you can just let the term life insurance expire. There's no obligation for you to make any payments. You outlive the term, you walk away, no obligations from yourself as the insured, and the carrier has no obligation to pay a death benefit should something happens to you. And those are the options. Another thing I want to talk about is the significant point that you need to know that term life insurance has absolutely no cash value attached to them. There's no saving features or component, so a whole life insurance may offer that, but a term life insurance don't. And that's where you really need to understand the difference between a whole life insurance policy and a term life insurance policy. The next thing is term life premium are based upon a person's age, health, and life expectancy. Needless to say, the younger you are, the cheaper it's going to be, right? That's a given. The older you are, the more costly it may be. But the good news is if you get the term life insurance policy at a young age, for example, and you're now ready to renew it, and perhaps when you were younger, you had the perfect bill of health, but now your health has become questionable, chances are they will not take your health issues and hold it against you because you've already locked into a contract with a term life insurance. They will renew your contract, renew that policy without holding your health issues against you. And that's a strong benefit. Lastly, I want to address the term, the window of time that these policies are oftentimes written within. Most of the time, they are in a 10, 20, and 30-year time frame. So just keep that in mind. If you're aging, you may not qualify for the 30-year. That's totally left in the hands of the insurance carrier. However, most of the time, they will give you the allotted time that is comfortable with your age. Who would use a term life insurance policy? How would it benefit them? One example, I had a man come in my office who was very interested in purchasing whole life insurance. He got the insurance he needed. He made sure he got his income replacement for his wife if something should happen to him, as well as the final expense. Everything would be covered. He comes back in 3 months later and he says, I want to add term. The term life insurance policy will be if I die within the next 10 to 20 years, I want my children to have money to go to college. And because I am so adamant about them having money to go to college, if I should die, I don't want them hindered by finances in regards to them being able to go to college. He wrote that policy up, but I wrote it up for him that he would have term life insurance over the course of the next 20 years. And if anything should happen to him prematurely, his children are going to be fine in terms of their education because he already proactively went ahead and made plans and provisions for them. Well, there you have it, friends. If you have any more questions about term life, please contact us. We'll be more than happy to help you. Information has already been given to you on the screen, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to serve you. T. Ray Greer, Greer Financial Services and Insurance.